Hey guys, Willie here from DreamHouse Music. In today's video, we're going to go through the D flat major scale on piano. We're going to do hands separate, hands together, and 2 octaves, hands separate. Okay, so let's jump right into it. I'm going to play it first, then I'm going to break it down. Okay, D flat major scale. Here we go. Okay, so that was a right hand. Again, fingers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's how we number our fingers in our right hand. And you notice here that we start on D flat, and we start on finger number 2. Okay, on D flat. Then we go to E flat with our 3rd finger, like so. And then we got to get to F, which is a white key. So we twist under like so, kind of pivot to F like so, then reposition our hand. Okay, then finger 2 on G flat, finger 3 on A flat, finger 4 on B flat. Then I gotta pivot again from my 4th finger to C, because that's the next note, C, and then now to D flat with my 2nd finger. Okay, and then going back down, 2nd finger, D flat, thumb on C, pivot over, finger 4 on B flat, 3 on A flat, finger 2 on G flat, thumb on F, E flat, which is finger 3, and then finger 2 on D flat. Okay, so you could, for scales, you want to break them down in terms of which parts you pivot. So, you know, the first 2, D flat, E flat, then you pivot, recenter your hand, and then just go up the black keys, G flat, A flat, B flat, pivot to C, and then D flat. Okay, and back down. Okay, you can pause and rewind this video as you need, if you need more guidance. All right, but that was a D flat major scale with the right hand. Let's go to left hand. Okay, a little bit different on our left hand. We start with our middle finger on D flat. Okay, so I'm gonna play it through and then break it down. Okay, let's take a look. So finger 3 on D flat, finger 2 on E flat. Okay, then thumb on F. So we haven't had to pivot yet, but now we have to pivot to get to that G flat with finger number 4. So you just twist your thumb and then recenter your hand, and then finger 3 on A flat, finger 2 on B flat, thumb on C, and then finger 3 on D flat. Going back down, finger 3 on D flat, like so. I pivot under my thumb on C, then I reposition my hand, 2 on B flat, finger 3 A flat, finger 4 on G flat, then pivot under to F like so, and then finger 2 on E flat, finger 3 D flat. Okay, drop a comment and let me know if that was clear, or if you need if you have any questions. Okay, now we're going to do 2 octaves. Okay, I'm going to do 2 octaves with my right hand. Okay, it's pretty much the same except when you have to start over. So let's start on D flat here. So I'm assuming you're a little bit more advanced, so right, just as before, and then you just simply start over and go right up, and then go back down. So it's the same fingers as if you were just doing 1 octave. And for clarification, an octave is going from 1 note to the next 8 steps higher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's an octave if you're a beginner and you're not sure. right? So D flat to D flat is an octave, and D flat to D flat is another octave. Okay, hopefully that's clear. So that was right hand 2 octaves. Let's do D flat in the left hand 2 octaves. So finger 3, so same as before. And you just start over, right? Okay, let me know in the comments again if that was clear, if you have any questions. Now hands together. I'm just going to do 1 octave hands together. Before you do hands together though, I strongly advise that you learn hands separately solid. All right, you got to know hands separately solid, or else if you try to do hands together too quickly, you're going to fall apart. All right, so learn hands separately solid. Practice for a few weeks if you have to, or if you have a lot of time, in a few days, just master it and then try hands together. Because when you do hands together, the pivot points are different. So hands together. So finger 2 on D flat with my right hand. Finger 3 on D flat in my left hand. Right? So we're going to go up. Okay. I'm pivoting with my left hand. Going slow. Okay, so that was 2 octaves. All right, let's talk about the formula for building the major scale. If you forget how to build the major scale, or you don't have it handy, you can build the major scale from any note on the piano. In this case, we're going to do D flat. So the formula is, so if we bring up our D flat major scale here, the notes, from D flat to E flat is what's called a whole tone. A whole tone is 2 steps. So here's D flat, 1, 2. Okay, so a step is to the very next note. So 2 steps is a whole step. Okay, so D flat to E flat is a whole step. E flat to F is a whole step, right? 1, 2. But from F to G flat is a half step because it's to the very next note. Okay, F, white key to the very next black key, that's a half step. Okay, so the first part is whole step, half step, and then we're going to go 3 whole steps. Whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. So from G flat, 1, 2, that's a whole step to A flat. From A flat to B flat, 1, 2, that's a whole step. From B flat to C, 1, 2, and then half step to D flat. So the formula: whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. So if you start that from any key, like any note, sorry. So if you started from E and use that formula, you can build the major scale. All right, and then you practice doing them with your hands until it's made perfect. So hopefully that helps. Want to learn how to play even more gospel chords without theory overwhelm? Simply download the Top 7 Beginner Gospel Chords PDF by clicking the link in the description. You'll learn about the top 7 must-know gospel chords and how to use them in gospel songs you already know. Again, to get access, hit that link below, and I'll see you on the inside.